I am. Greetings, world and famille. I am Richard,
And I am Gary.
and together we are rocking
Pandora's
Box!
box. Woohoo!
Woo! We love you back, family.
Mwah, everyone.
And look, I'm wearing my freedom glasses. Yay.
And I think you were wearing them in the jacuzzi earlier, weren't you?
Well, yes, and that's why I wore them to start off, with our little promo. Because I got, brother, the beautiful habit of before, because Sunday's supposed to be my day off. I work all the time. So, we do this video, but it's not work, right? It's like brotherhood, and then we bring in. So I love to do a promo either in my Trans Am Fiber, but this morning I said, let's go in the Jack, right? With my Trump hat and my freedom glasses. So that's why I put them on right now. Yeah. The
Superb.
end. How are you, brother?
I'm really good. I mean, first of all, I have to thank the amazing Tarot by Isabella for her show with us last week. Wow. I mean, that was, you know, for me personally, watching Richard and Isabella reading the cards, the way they did, and the synergy between them was just, it was a privilege not only to be in the show itself, but to watch it back later and watch these two artists at work, and it was just phenomenal. So, yeah, I loved it. I loved it. Not not because I was in it, but because I got to see two of the world's best tarot readers and
Oh,
intuits doing their business, and for me it was live on air, one take,
yes.
superb, and we had so much fun. So thank you, Isabella, and thank you, Richard, for that. Brilliant.
That was beautifully said, Gary. I thank you. Do you know how much I love you, brother? I adore you. And I love the Wizard of Oz back there. But yeah, that was an amazing, amazing show. And of course, I get it, because after it was a long show, it was almost
Yeah,
3 hours, wasn't it?
yeah, nearly.
And looking back, I get what you're saying because I watched it in maybe two or three shots, okay, because it was so long. But I do like you, like I was watching you and Isabella and not so much me, right? And I think that because you say like Isabella and I, like how you love, we pull cards but I love like how like you really like had like you were holding the rein, right? And how it had like we talked earlier on before recording, like it was like a story that was built with all the questions that both Isabella, the Gypsy Queen extraordinaire, and I have talked about in the past, but we brought them back up because you're a man with a plan. It was a story building up. So bravo, you are really good to moderate such a show. I've seen you grow within the next year, the last year.
Yeah.
And okay, that was a little screw up because what I see it now, because we're going to keep seeing you grow in the upcoming year. And thank you. I think it went so good because of you, Gary.
No, no, but the audience, I mean, I think it was lovely for them to see a different side of Isabella. I mean,
Yes,
Richard and I have,
smiling and
yeah,
laughing.
yeah,
Yeah.
Richard and I are very lucky that since Isabella recommended our channel, we've been able to connect to Rich, obviously Isabella, and get to know her a little bit. And we see the fun side of Isabella that doesn't always come out on her shows because it's very difficult when you're on your own. You manage it
Yes.
somehow. But for me, if I'm doing it on my own, although I'll smile and it's not like bouncing off somebody and having that bit of fun. So, yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
Yes. We
yeah.
adore Isabella. Isabella, you are extraordinaire. We love you with all our hearts, all our souls, and all of our dragons.
Yeah, yeah, superb,
Yes.
superb.
Yay.
A- and I think we actually didn't upset her enough, so that I think she might come back again in the future as well. So
Didn't upset her enough. This guy. Oh, that's so funny.
oh
Oh,
dear.
I love that. Yeah, well, we could be a little wild, huh? But
Yeah, we were quite
we just
wild.
But
But
she's got her inner child to her too, right? I think she enjoyed seeing the authentic side of us that could be wild, a little crazy,
yeah.
because that's genuine, isn't it?
Oh yeah,
Like we're
yeah,
not
yeah.
pretending to be something we are not,
No, no. I
you
mean,
know?
I tend to tone it down a little bit on this show because it's just the way I am. But with Isabella and Richard, the energies were off the charts, and I just thought
They were.
I'm just going to
Oh,
be
it was
me.
so
I'm going to be super
delicious.
cheeky. So that was great. So
I think the family loves you cheeky too, especially when you touch your two cheeks. Ah, Home Alone.
oh dear, so much fun, so much fun. So, but again, thank you all the new subscribers to myself and Richard
Yes.
for coming
Thank
over
you.
from Isabella's channel, and you
Yes.
know the extra views we've had throughout the week. Really appreciate your support. So blessings to everybody. Thank you. So,
Mwah! We love you.
so before we get on to tonight's show, which is going to be a good one, I think.
It's going to be a great one.
I know that you had a couple of thank yous to say, didn't you?
Yes. Oh my God, yes. Thank you for reminding me, my brother. So, Femi, I love you all so very much. And you spoil me. And when I say spoil, not that I get spoiled like old garbage. It's like you spoil me out of love, and I am so grateful. This week I got, well, last week I should say, this beautiful silver dragon for a necklace from my beloved Wanda. It's a second time. Wanda had already sent me in the past a dragon's eye necklace.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Beautiful.
And
Yeah.
now she sent me this. And look, doesn't it look like my dragon shirt that I also got as a gift from my beautiful Chantal? But I'm getting so many dragons. So, Wanda, thank you so very much, sister. I love it. I just, like, I have a chain that broke, so I got to find another chain to fit lower. Because, I like to look like a Christmas tree. If I fall in water, I'm gonna drown. But I just gotta find the perfect one to a new chain to go there. So merci beaucoup, ma belle Wanda. And this said, I also had when Honey Bunny was here in town at my casa last weekend, we had a sister, Lisa, that was here, and she brought me this a beautiful art print again of a dragon.
That's beautiful, isn't it?
Look at the gold. This would be like my main higher self version of a dragon. And look, it's in the same position. Isn't it amazing? So, my beautiful Lisa, my sister, je te remercie de tout mon cœur. I love you so much. Mwah! To both of you. Yay!
Superb, superb.
Hmm.
So, tonight's show is about our soul pathology, as in our soul mapping.
Mhm.
And what do we mean by that? Um, it's the inverted or the inversion of the change that has kept us in chains here via the compass and the gatekeepers that have locked us into this realm for a very long time. And we're going to look at that. We're going to look at what's going on. And then we're going to look at the fact that we're getting out of this. So
Mm.
it's going to be another story, but it's the cartology, which cartology means, or cartology is mapping. So it's the
Mhm.
soul map and the map of us, of how we got here, where we've been, and where we're going, fundamentally.
Yes.
So with further ado, um, I've got a couple of notes today because I want to make sure that I don't stray, because you know what Richard and I like with tangents. He's
We
terrible, and
do.
I'm not, you know. um, and I pointed that way
We
because for me, on the screen,
definitely.
Richard's that side, but he's probably that side actually when we do the recording. So
Yes, yes.
whichever side Richard's at. um, so the compass we live in, and we'll call it a compass because fundamentally, if you take the realm as being a matrix, a holographic universe type thing. We're fundamentally on a flat realm that you could lay a compass on or watch face and it would look flat and you'd be able to observe. So for the ease of language, when we call it a compass, we're just it's a flat, it's not a ball, it's flat, and we can lay the compass on and we can then start to see that how the compass turns and the movements of it, which is just so we understand. So it's the compass we live in, and it was flipped, and
Mhm.
it's the flipping of this from the north to the south, from our birth to the creation of the death realm that we're currently in, because it is an inversion of from what it was once to what it is now that we see, which we're now changing through. Because you agree with me, this is not how it was built originally, was it? This was not the concept of the original realm.
It was a club med. Our simulation was created for pleasure, for learning, for having fun. All us beautiful, like star seeds, would line up and almost go to like a travel agency if you want. And I want to go into that simulation and live out a fantasy. That's how it was created.
Yeah, yeah,
That's what I believe. That's what I've always been shown by my higher self.
yeah. And that
Uh,
makes sense to me why we have so many source players in one place, and for such a long time, and I
mm,
know that some have decided to come in here at key times to try and help change outcomes when things
yes,
were on the cusp, as it were. But but this is the inversion of the trap, almost, of the soul, and I'm not saying it's a soul trap as such, but the inversion did trap us temporarily
it did.
here. So with that flipping of the compass, we really need to go back in time, and I believe if for us to understand, because again, time is not relative the way we're told it is, but if we go back into a timeline that kind of makes sense to the Femi, we're talking about a reset just prior to 4000 BC. Okay,
Hmm.
so 4,300, 4,500. I can't remember off the top of my head now, but we certainly had a big reset at that point. And then there was like 400 years or so after the reset, we then have the Adam and Eve story coming out of Eden. And then we get the moon appear later. So what Richard and I are talking about fundamentally is this 4,300, 4,500 BC period when something changed drastically.
Hmm.
Now, I talk about this realm being a toroidal field. Okay, so a toroidal field, if you took an apple and cut it in half and imagined that the center of the apple where the pips are is where we live, and if you took a line, you get this lovely sort of semicircular round effect from a toroidal field or a torus field.
Mm.
And this is what I believe Mother Gaia was and is, and this is the creational energy. Now, I've looked at this via the Christ code sequences and the double slit experiments with the interference patterns, and everyone's just falling asleep now. But I've shown on my videos the correlation between Gaia, the creational energy, and what I firmly believe was and is the creational energy, because I can overlap them and they fit. And I know Richard's looked into this for me as well, and he's confirmed my thoughts by seeing this. Okay. So we had something happen that changed Club Med into Club Dead.
Oh, that's so beautifully said. Did you just come up with that right now?
Yes.
That's so good. Club Med, Club Dead, because that should be the title, I think, of this video almost.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not, but it could be close. It has to go in the description box.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is a brilliant bravo.
Thank you.
Yeah. Love it.
because because we went from an Eden, we went from a utopia, we went from something that was absolutely amazing, and fundamentally we're talking about um we're talking about the crystalline age, the crystalline cities, the interaction with higher beings, all here at the same time in a synergy of love and beauty, you know, um, pre probably Atlantis collapsing, or the collapse of
Yeah.
Atlantis. I'm all getting goes to the flesh now. The collapse of Atlantis would have been at the time of this inversion coming in and the change that we're talking about now, I believe. So,
I agree. I strongly feel that it's that pre-Atlantis downfall. That's where it happened.
yeah,
That void, that big nothing, that mimicry that came in. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So, if you can imagine a toroidal field, and it's a circle, and it flows just like this,
Yes.
and it's beautiful, it's creational, and it's fun, and then something came in and changed the toroidal field to going up and spinning down, going up and spinning down. So instead of a circle flow, which is what we should have in this realm, we go up, and then it toroidal fields down within itself, and then it comes back up again, as in it does a circle, but it doesn't do the full kind of circle. It's it's almost missing half of what it should be doing. Okay, so a toroidal field, and it spins. And when you look, I think I might have an image on my phone, if I can just find it. So when you look at this toroidal field from a different angle, and you look at the top, what you actually see is the infinity symbol of 8,
Hmm.
which is the yin and the yang. So the yin and the yang, I think, is the inversion of the duality from what was pure, clean movement into something that changed just slightly, but was enough to knock us off and then potentially lock this realm down so that distortion couldn't affect other realms. Now, what do you think, Richard? And do you think it'd be worth pulling some cards on this at the moment? Just to do you
Absolutely,
while I
yes.
while I
I
find this
love the
image?
cards.
Yeah,
And I agree a lot with what you're saying, Brother Gary, because that thing, what you're speaking about,
there we go, Femi. Look, that's it. That's it. So this is the creational flower of life, which is the lotus of life. I don't know if you can pick that up. I think you just about see the toroidal
yes.
field. Yeah, around we create our own toroidal fields because so as above, so below. We're all connected like Russian dolls. We all fit
Mhm.
into, and what we have is actually the toroidal field should have looked like that, a bit like a cosmic donut. And
Yeah.
what we now have is that.
The
So
eight, that's a trap.
yes, that's the trap. And when you look from it above, you can see the infinity 8 symbol, which probably I don't think was originally there. So the
Mm.
question is the infinity 8 symbol part of the trap
Mm.
that came in when we had this reset 4,500-ish BC?
Highest level of soul in the universe, please tell me everything I need to see, everything I need to know in regards to eight, the infinity loop. Isn't it funny that it's called the infinity loop?
It's a
You know,
trap.
most people see it like, oh, what it means, it's like that you never die and you're infinite. But in reality, could it be that it was masquerading itself almost like You know what we've been seeing a lot with the New Age movement, infiltration. I'm not saying it's all corruption, but there was a lot of dark energy that created that to get us off our mission, our roadway, right?
Yes.
Take a course. Infinity loop. Could it be? Maybe trapped inside of a simulation
Because when you look
or
at the
infinity
Yeah, because when you look at the Infinity Eight
and
and you
looping.
change it, it then turns into the yin and the yang, and again, it's that duality all the time that we speak about. But is that actually something that, although it's not an intrinsically negative thing, the connection to the eight means that it is a trap because you wherever you go, you end up at the same starting point.
Yes, absolutely. And the cards are saying just that. I just see they're all jumping out, guys. So I'm going to read them to you. I just need two more. Okay, things are changing though. So, yes, everything that we've been saying is absolutely accurate, Gary, what you've brought into the table and what I've just added on. But all right, so here we go. In regards to your question, beautiful golden Femi, we start off with the Queen of Cups. Okay, so this is an emotional queen. She could have a sadness. Okay, she's looking into her cup. She could at times be a little vindictive. Now, why is she here? Okay, we're talking about emotions that are stored away into the chalice. So we're talking about the eight of that loopage. So we're storing the emotions here. That could be a form of Gaya originally, but then after we have the alpha, the Ace of Swords. Truth, justice, disclosure. With this reef, we are talking about the truth in regards to the creepy crawly. Because as you know, this guy for me, the King of Cups, usually, especially in a question like this, could be a Rothschild. Who are the Rothschilds? Gangster banksters. They are the one who corrupted everything. So before the Rothschilds existed, that kind of lineage that came in. What did you say? 4,400 BC.
Yeah,
Uh,
about 4,300
okay,
BC, fundamentally, ish, that kind of time. Yeah,
would be the cards to
yeah.
represent them. Right now, though, okay. So it seems we got a new offering here, okay, with the Page of Cups. A new offering, something about emotions. We're talking about emotions. There is a fish in the water, in the cup. It's an offering here. It's very useful. At the heartbeat here, we do have the Nine of Swords. This talks about sleepless nights, being highly stressed out that you can't sleep, but it could be exaggerated stress, I should say, because right after we're holding Gaya, the world in our hands, in a portal, the 11 portal that's crossing a portal, recreating the new format. We're talking about the 8. So the 8, I mean, it did a lot of chaos. We are speaking the truth, and it has created a lot of sleepless night. I'm getting a download here from High Yourself right now as we speak, Gargar. Maybe many of you are starting to have like dreams or vivid dreaming, deja vus, maybe about time going backwards or revisiting the past, or as if you're walking backwards or time is slowing down. That's just a download I'm getting right now. All right, so for the future, we're going to have the Fool, a new day, a new dawn, high hopes. There, where we got the King of Swords, again, like in the past, truth, justice, disclosure in regards to inner conflict. So, this eighth thing that has brought a lot of inner conflict. It played with a lot of what the truth actually is. Which direction is really the true direction of what? Well, they've been saying to us with history. I trust nothing they've said about history. I don't. And that's my inner knowing. It's all a lie. Who says history? The victor, right? So it's always been a war right here. Now, in the clarifying, we went from the Two of Wands to the Four of Wands. 1111 portal, high celebration, marriage, graduation. Whenever we have such a refemi as this, it's a big thing. And then guess what I have right next? At the heartbeat of the clarifying, are you ready? Are you ready, Gargar?
I'm
The
ready.
Three of Wands.
Wow.
So I got the Two of Wands, the Three of Wands, and the Four of Wands. That's a heartbeat. Three of Wands, it means that, okay, let me go back a bit. With this one, you're making the plans to cross the portal to create. You're manifesting, you're dreaming. This one is that all those manifestations are made and you're actually waiting for your bus to show up. What is the bus? Big Bang, reset, everything that's happening in our simulation right now. And we end with the death of the old for the rebirth of the new. Death doesn't mean you're going to die, I'm going to die, any one of us are going to die. What I'm getting with this reading, beautiful Femi, is that this time around, we're not going to have a mud flood. We're not going to have a burning meteorite that's going to crisp us all, radiation that explodes. No, no, no. I'm getting that everyone is online. With the two, three, and four of wands now, Gaya's got her FU boots. She's online and she's called on to all the original ones, the primordial ones. Yes, I talk about dragons. I'm talking about like all the elementals. I'm talking about the ice wall melting. What's behind that? That
Superb. Wow, what a reading. What a reading.
And
And
under
again,
deck, it's a tower moment.
oh my
We're
God.
seeing an old foundation like come to the ground. We get the higher ground at War Ring. Ah, we're back to the Garden of Eden. Bang.
Well, that's the show done now. I think we'll go now.
Okay, goodbye now. Oh,
Well,
shoot. Gary, someone's knocking.
no problem. No problem. Well, I think Femi, we can clearly see from that reading that what we were talking about, as in we had an entity come in or a change that affected the toroidal field in such a way that we had a lockdown, and the nature's way of doing things, a natural system of evolution and change, it all stopped. It all stopped. Now something that I've always wondered about personally is throughout this realm we have melted buildings, we have melted steps, we have, and I'm talking big buildings, mountains kind of that are um were once buildings. I mean, we were potentially much bigger then. Richard and I have already spoken in previous programs about the Titans and the dragons and the size of these things. And when this event happened, we see, or I see, and have always seen melted buildings. Now, the melted buildings, although it could be from a sooner time than that, it makes me wonder that if we had a big shift in the toroidal field, the shape of what was going on, and suddenly it changed, would that have created weather and destruction that would have been lots of like lightning, earthquakes, thunder, all that kind of thing? So Richard, with your beautiful pet, and who have you got in your hand today, darling?
I got Aurelien.
Hello, Aurelier. So
So,
so did some of these melted buildings, melted mountains, melted infrastructure happen around the time that the toroidal field changed and was taken over?
I'm getting a yes, but are you talking about 4000 BC?
Yeah,
Okay, because that's important. Because I get 4000 or 3500. Like, okay,
yeah,
it's a yes.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
a yes.
yeah. It's all that period of that. I think it's easy if we just call it 4000 BC and be done with it, because I'm not quite sure. We can't be
It's because
certain.
higher self is showing me 3500,
Really?
and it's big, like the bang, like a strobe light. Yeah.
So just got flesh of the goose on this one. So in 3500 BC, this is kind of the time we had the moon come in, and we've spoken about this before, Femi,
We
on
have.
previous
Yeah.
programs. So is 3500 BC the point of time in which the moon's power and the lockdown fully came in and we were fully trapped in?
Yes.
Makes sense.
Is there anything else to that? No. So that's exactly what it is. So
Because
that's why I'm going like 3500.
yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah,
it
yeah.
won't leave me alone, those four numbers.
Because I think the moon came in sight. I think we had the reset like 4300. The moon might have come in like early 4000s or late 3000s. We've got the Adamu people coming up. We've got all this stuff coming on, but the people or the souls that were in this place at that point from 3500 BC onwards were fundamentally trapped in here to protect future or further dimensional energy realms connected to the toroidal field.
Yes. There's a lot here, and there's a lot.
Yeah,
I think that all this is going to go back to one single epiphany right here. Um, yeah, there's a lot, Gary. Yeah,
yeah.
you're on the right track.
I mean,
Uh-huh.
again, this is very, very complex, and there's so much going on. I am trying to oversimplify this almost, and I'm sure Richard's higher self understands that I'm trying to oversimplify this, so that it's understandable, you know, and we don't get lost in the fog of everything that's gone on, So fundamentally, the toroidal field has been affected. Now, the toroidal field, in its purest form, is Mother Gaya. Am I correct in that?
Yes. Yes.
And so when the toroidal field was changed and the Infinity Eight came in, was this a battle and a war between Gaia and another entity that
Yes.
threatened to destroy Gaia's
Yes.
world?
Yes. Okay, so this is what's going on right here, Sikkim. As we talked for me earlier on, is that the simulation was created to be like a holiday somewhere that we can learn, live out of fantasy, be whatever we wanted to. But we always had an exit door that was easy there. Okay. Now, what you're talking about, Gary, right now is yes, that's the big nothing, the void that came in. Okay, so it's parasitical, it's a mimicry. I think I've spoken about it earlier on, but that thing that came in, Gaia was not ready for it because the thing is yes, we know Gaia, our mother, we live upon within her, but we're in a simulation. So, if you've seen some of my past videos just recently, a week or two ago, I talked about channeling she, the primordial um, feminine mother one. And with her, she had brought in 13 womb gates that represent like the life cycles. And together, they had dreamed Gaia into becoming organic. So Gaia would be the child of she. What is she? She could be the Big Bang. I'm trying to use words that we can like understand, right?
Yeah.
Big Bang, the creation. So that's what she is. Before there was light, there was sound, and then light. That's what I mean about she. And so therefore Gaia wasn't ready. She wasn't ready. She didn't go into training. She didn't go to school. She wasn't part of the cadet or of the army. She was living out a fantasy that she was birthed into creating for all of us to go to Club Man. Now, what happened? The first thought of envy, the void, that black nothing, the black goo, that thing that creeps and devours universe after universe came in.
The black cube, isn't it? It's the black
Well,
cube.
it's all related.
Yeah.
Yes, that cube. What does a cube do? It puts you in a box. So that cube put Gaya in a box. She wasn't ready and said, "Oh, you like will conform, follow, or we're going to get rid of everything that you have." She loved her babies. She loved herself and her creation. So she had to go dormant. But after all this time, what did she do? She dreamt, connected to all of us, because we can connect to each other through sleep. Okay, we can all do like what's the word I'm looking for? Lucid dreaming. And now we are awakened. She's awake. She is awake. Gaya's got her FU boots on. Yellowstone is rumbling within a dragon mother within her. There is so much going on right now. We are in the golden era. Everything is a lockup. And that's what it is. We're leaving that cycle, that infinity loop through remembrance. If we're in a simulation, it's because we're sleeping. The real, I believe, okay, you might think I'm crazy. I don't care. But I think that Richard, while I'm awake talking to you, I'm actually in the fake, the sleeping. The real is when I'm sleeping and I'm actually out of myself. That's the real to me, you know?
Yeah.
And that's what Gaya was created for as a clement. So
Yep.
you maybe would go into a sleeping chamber and like Avatar. That
Yes.
always resonated to me. Go into the tanning bed and then you wake up into a simulation and it feels real because it's organic, but it's still a simulation.
Yeah. It's a bit like the pods in the Matrix. And even though I don't agree with the pods in the Matrix in the concept of it as such, that's another thing. You know, although they're enslaved in the pods, I don't believe that we are enslaved in the pods. We're free in the
No, no,
pods.
no,
No, yeah.
no.
But because obviously the films have to invert it and make it look darker because the film industry is often run by the same creepazoids that took over 3500 BC. It's the same energy that's creeped in and inverted everything because we live in an inversion now. You know, um, we're born into a dead realm almost, even though it's not. You know, with when we talk, I mean, I think one of our first shows ever was we talked about the Sestavi Act and the straw man and the fact that
Yes.
and
Well,
the
such a long time ago,
I know,
huh?
and but the thing is, we're born into a system where you're a dead entity, so that a corporation, a corpse, can deal with you in the dead, and that's what we've been born into, and it's taken them a long time to fully get us into this part of the enslavement almost of the dead. You know, everything, our language is dead. You know, in the morning, what we in morning is morning, it's a death. You know, and in the morning we awake, and when you're in awake, you're grieving the dead. And so all our language, everything, even hello, it's hell low, hell, you know, it's all there. And it's the inversion of what they've done to us, you know. Now,
Yes.
this soul trap as such, and it's not anymore because I've never felt that we were in a soul trap because obviously my higher self had always told us or enlightened into me that we were going to get out of this. I never knew that until recently, really, but I never felt it was a soul trap for me because I always knew I was going to be getting out, if that makes
Yes.
sense, you know. But on my recent, you know, and Richard knows the rabbit hole I've gone down with an entity called Janice. or Ionis, or Inus, Ionis. Now,
Or
this
anus.
Anus, yeah, yeah, yeah. Actually, I think we should call him Anus from now onwards.
Anus. Is
Yeah,
that appropriate?
it
Wouldn't
is.
you say?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I would. So I have been looking into an energy system, a form of energy that's not good that we will now call it anus. Okay.
I love it.
Well, it is a brown star after all, isn't it?
Oh, that was quick. I love that.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and that will be the star of Rembrandt. So if you Google star of Rembrandt, you'll know exactly the kind of star I'm talking about, being the brown star, and who it's connected to today. And I'm not going to go any further on that one because otherwise YouTube will shut us down for sure. um, but um, but this entity, this energy anus, is something that has been parasitical. And again,
Ah,
I've shown this in my sort of stuff with the sacred geometry, which has been taken over by this same anus energy, and and how it's inverted everything that we've come to know, and how it's created control mechanisms, external control mechanisms to feed off our Lucian, our energy, and to create fear and discord between people. And this
hmm.
this this is exactly what it's done. And this anus comes in very many names, okay, and throughout history. So um it could be called Pan, Satan, Baal, Moloch,
Hmm.
Apollo, Helios. Um, it could be Akhenaten. It could be Moses. It could be Ezekiel. It could be Hadad, um, Ishmud. Any of these names all relate to Zeus. You know, all these names. You know, I mean, there's the reason. There must be a reason, Richard, why we called this rock in Pandora's box. And
Wow, yes, because we're rocking Pandora's box, baby.
but the
Yeah.
thing is, Pandora's box is actually this anus energy. And this anus energy, under the guise of Zeus, is the one that
Huh.
created the box that gave to Pandora to open up, to open hell up as such, but to allow,
Hello.
there we go, to allow the inversion to fully come in of what we have in this control mechanism, and to allow the loosh to be fed upon, and the chaos that came from that. So
Hmm.
so this anus energy,
I can't stop giggling every
that's
time you
great, isn't
say
it? I
that.
Yeah, yeah,
I love it.
because the anus is connected to the dumb elites, the
Yeah.
deletes. So
Yeah.
oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I
They're
tell
all
you,
shit.
oh god, oh well, here we go. I'm not being funny, and I don't I very rarely swear, and I don't. But
Well,
screw
we
you,
didn't
dumb
swear.
elites and the anuses. I tell you that now.
That's not
No,
swearing.
but
Come on.
they are screwed. They really are. So Pandora's box is a
Yes.
story and relates to exactly what we're talking to, and could almost be the 3500 BC analogy or story being placed into a newer time to reinvent and resurp this negative energy that came in and took over of Mother Gaya at that point in time.
Yes. Yes. Do you mind if I go get more coffee?
Of course, of course. So yeah, what we see throughout history is um, new entities like Satan or Yahweh or whoever, the names, it doesn't matter. The energy is exactly the same. The energy is the inversion, the black cube cult energy that all comes from this 3500 BC event of Anus coming in with the moon and changing the holography. In my previous videos, and again I'll say this again, in my previous videos I have shown with the double slit experiment and the waveform interference pattern how that fits exactly the lotus of life, and the lotus of life fits exactly the toroidal field that Gaya would have had, that would have created the beauty and the creational energy. And although it'll be called the Fibonacci these days, the Fibonacci looks very, very similar, almost identical to the Christ code. But the Christ code or Christ code is the lotus of life, which is Mother Gaia. And that is a really big change, but so subtle when you look at it. So subtle. And please do check these videos out so you can see. I even prove mathematically, and we can show that the crystalline code has positive and negative ions within it that allows growth from nature. And so when we look at a flower, when we look at even a snake's back, the way the scales are, the patterns in nature, or a snail shell or a conch shell or whatever, this is not Fibonacci. This is 100% not Fibonacci, because the Fibonacci, oh, well,
I just
which one?
woke her up.
Oh,
Say hi to the world, Mowgli. Did your daddy wake you up? Yes. Isn't she beautiful?
she's beautiful.
Yeah.
She
Look
is.
at her little teeth.
All the
Yeah.
better for eating you with, wasn't it? That's the one.
I'm obsessed with my baby.
I know. So yeah,
Yes.
please do check out the difference. Look at the crystalline code, the Christ code, and the Fibonacci. When you lay them over, they're different. When you look at them individually, you can't tell the difference. And this is the inversion that we've had when we're looking at gatekeepers within the truth realm and everywhere else in life. They will give you 90% truth.
Yes.
But the key piece of information that you need will be changed, inverted, to put you off the scent so you never quite get there.
And I think that's a lot like the New Age movement.
Yeah, I did do an
Hook you
actual
up with a
video on
lot
that,
of
didn't I?
true.
Yeah,
Pardon me?
I did a video on the New Age movement,
Oh,
and
did you?
oh
Oh.
my God, yeah, yeah. And it's one of those ones I call the teeth came out and it's and and I really do rip it to bits, quite frankly. I really do.
It was an infiltration, like the infiltration of our simulation, right? I mean, like if it all, if the infiltration came all guns blazing, we would not have tolerated it. It was a trickery. And there's a lot of beauty in the new way, the new age movement. But
Yeah,
that's it. Once you trust, it's almost like trust in me, look into my eyes.
that's the one.
And then that's where the hook is, that
Yeah,
10%. Oh,
yeah,
everything they say I resonate to, but then, oh, now I got you. That steer, then you go back to the infinity loop.
yeah. Because
Yeah.
one of the big things that the New Age movement brought in was the Merkaba, sorry, the Merkaba and Metatron's cube. Or
Yes.
yeah. Now the Merkaba may once have been okay.
Well, I think that they were all good, but they got inverted. And sometimes it's hard for the
Yeah.
naked eye to see the
The
difference
subtlety. Yeah.
of the
Yes.
inversion. So for me, because I see a lot of comments, Gary says that all sacred geometry is evil. No, no, no. The thing that we're talking about is that what's presented right now in front of us originally, like Club Med originally was meant to be. This is what
Yeah.
sacred geometry now is not what it once was.
No, no, it's changed. And they use people like Plato and Pythagoras and all these people. They create all these names out of history,
Yes.
history again,
Yeah.
and we don't question it. Da Vinci, we don't question it, and yet these are the things that we should be questioning because everybody's taught it. In the mainstream, this is pushed down our throats, and if anything is pushed down your throat on the mainstream, it ain't good.
There you go.
It can't be. And so when we
It's like
see
new wage.
when we see
Uh,
Merkaba guided meditation, okay, the Merkaba guided meditation, okay, may and is almost certainly being used in a positive way by the practitioner doing it. Almost
mm,
certainly is, okay. But the fact is that practitioner has picked up the Merkaba from people who were brought and paid, created this, and were guided and trained to do this. And so the Merkaba now is actually part of the black cube,
yes.
3,500 dark parasitic anal, the anus energy that we're talking about is the Merkaba. And what happens is when you do a Merkaba guided meditation, you connect and you're giving it your energy and it's beautiful. But the Merkaba sits there and takes a percentage of your energy and feeds it
Yes.
straight into the demonic, straight into the demonic. And so this is why I have a problem with it, because it's not a pure clean energy anymore. And so
No.
you're feeding something that you're fighting. The
Yes.
thing that you're fighting when you do a Merkaba meditation, you feed it. And this is the thing that I find, and again, it's taken me a lot of research to come down to this. And I show it in my videos, and it's one of those things.
Thank you for saying all this. Now my higher self is like bombarding me right now.
I just saw it.
This
I
is the
saw it.
perfect example of what you're saying, my Gargar. Okay, it's like almost religion. Let's talk about religion for a second, okay? So there's a lot of good men and women in religion within that cycle that don't really know what's going on. If you look at the prayer, so you will pray, and at the end you say Amen. Amen is actually a demon called Amon Ra. So everything that you are sending out as a prayer for someone you love that needs like assistance for yourself, for your future, but then at the end, amen. What do? You actually send all that energy to that demonic entity. This is basically what you're saying right now.
100%,
It's a
Richard.
trickery.
Yeah. It's the inversion of the externalization of your power.
Yes.
And the true power is here within all of you. Every
That's
single
that's why like the like when you see like the imagery of okay, some people call him Jesus. I don't agree with that. Jay did not exist then. Some call him um um Jesus.
Is it Yahoo, isn't it?
Yeshua,
Yes,
Yeshua.
Yeshua.
I call him Sananda because I remember that energy from another timeline that was not here. He was called Sananda, and he was one of the ones who came into the simulation to try to break this corruption before I'm going to please be kind and rewind to the beginning of the show. But now I lost myself. Why am I talking about this?
He came in with good intentions. He was a pure soul trying to change something, and he was taken by an external force. The name was changed, and the good works and deeds he did were then inverted, and they used that
Yes,
energy to,
yes,
to parasite off it.
yes. There you go.
Yeah.
I did cards earlier on.
Yes,
I don't know if you want me to read because
of
I don't even
course.
remember what the question was. I didn't even look at them. I was just like flipping them. Do you remember what the question
Well,
was?
I think we were talking about the anus energy and all that kind of thing that we've just been talking about. So I should imagine your cards will be a representation of what we've just been talking about.
All right, so let's look at what I got because I did a complete set. Beautiful golden family that I love. All right, so in regards to this, okay, these three went here. These go here. Okay, so whatever we're talking about, because Gary did not ask me to do cards, I felt compelled to do cards. So this, the Nine of Swords, is all about feeling stress, exaggerated stress. You have a hard time sleeping. You're waking up at 2, 3, 3:15, the Amityville horror, or whatever hours, like, oh my God, stressed out, you know? But it's exaggerated, blown out of proportion stress. Because if you fall asleep again, then you'll wake up at 8 in the morning. So, okay, I was kind of freaking out, wasn't I, at 3:15? In regards to a new day, a new dawn, reincarnation, high hopes, reincarnation. So I guess we were talking about like maybe also the infinity loop at that point, right?
Yes.
Stress, reincarnation, but then we got trapped into a simulation because with this one, the Eight of Swords, it's all about self-inflicted or actual mental imprisonment, imprisonment of the mind. So what would this eight do? Trap you in the mind, thinking that you have to reincarnate and always come back. And that's what, oh my gosh, it's so like obvious to me. In the now moment, Femi Gargar, we have the higher ground at war, right here with the seven of wands. Heartbeat, you're gonna love this. So we got the seven, now we got the six. Ba-bam, ba-bam, heartbeat. We're back from war victorious. Everyone is celebrating us around us. We got a reef, and look at the reef. It is round, it's not an eight, going back to the singularity of what Club Med used to be. Gaya's like birthright, her blood flow, her circulation. Then we are all the King of Pentacles, the King of everything that is feeling abundance. I'm not talking about financial systems. Pineapples, pot. Because I did pineapple and pentacles in one, and I created a word pineapples. Did you see that? Like it just distorted me for a second. Pineapples, because I often
I
say
like it.
pentacles or pineapples. So now we got a new saying, Femi, pineapples. So the king of pineapples is that we are restored. Higher ground, back from war, restored. Future. We got strength. We've tamed that beast by the mouth. And look at the eight. Do you see on top of her hand?
Yeah.
That's that loop. We're grabbing that loop by the mouth, and we are awakening in a time of divide because we've been blind, we've been blocked, we couldn't move. We couldn't move where to find the exit door from the simulation because we kept reincarnating. And then we were given, like, because this is what it is, right? Death, and then you go to the brighter light, right? So anyone that has like a near death experience will say, there's the bright light, and my grandmother, my father, my lover, my cat greeted me all this. That's where you came in earlier with the moon because it's all part one of the same. But that is what the problem is. So you die and then you are attracted to this and it's reeling you in, almost like a worm on a hook for a fish, right? Like dangle, 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 showing a lot of legs, a little bit of cleavage. Will you not come to me? And then you go there. But truth be told is that there's always been apparently a little light in the back. So this is what I've been shown years and years ago, and I forgot about it until this morning's meditation. And there's always like you're drawn to it. But if you say, whoa, 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 calm down, I'm sovereign. Let me just like come down and look around me. There's another dimmer light in back of you. And that dimmer light is actually the exit to the simulation. Now, the difference is, and one tries to put a spell on you because you're mine. The other one doesn't have to blink, it just is. You have to be sovereign to see it and have sovereign free choice and turn away from the alluring, the seduction, the garter belt, and look and that, there's my exit door. Anyways, I'm blabbering. So this is what this card represents. And then we end with guess who, guys? Gary, do you want to know? I know
I
you're
want to know.
drooling to
I
know.
want to know.
Creation, God, the Emperor. Baba. Now, clarifying, it's a new day, a new dawn. That loop is over. Judgment, a wake up call, the trumpet. We are all being awakening. Look at us coming out of our graves, awakening the trumpet sound. Sound came before light. That's a singularity of the Big Bang. This is why we're going through everything we're going through. Chaotic, like weather seen across the world. Like so much is going on because there are new collaborations coming. Look at this, the funnel. Like you were saying earlier on, often I see this as the health symptoms, collaborations, emotion, but you were talking about the eight in the tutorial field, the Taurus, and originally it would have been like this kind of movement.
Yeah.
Now, in the Goldens, first, I have, for the second special appearance, Judgment Day, a wake up call. At the heartbeat, who is this? The Garden of Eden, the lovers, as Clement was originally meant to be and created to be. It's a new world with Dolly Parton, the end for the rebirth. Badam. Yay.
Superb. That's superb. And it just
I'm,
shows, because for me, when you got the judgment twice, that for me jumps out that this dark black cube demonic entity is
yes.
now getting the judgment it finally does. And the two of swords where we're crossed and blindfolded, that blindfold's coming off. You got
It is off.
yeah, it's coming off.
It's off like her bra should come off.
Superb, superb. So I think we covered that part of the show quite nicely. I think that was really good.
I love it.
Now, for me, there always has to be some kind of nudge for change. How can I put this? If we're poodling along in the car, you in the Trans Am Firebird, the highway's in front, Farrah Fawcett's next to you,
That's my dream.
You got your favorite heavy metal band blaring away, life's good. You ain't looking for changes. You're happy on that. Then all of a sudden, you're running low on fuel. And you've got to start looking for something. You've got to start looking for a petrol station. Yes. Because you're now being forced to have to change and stop that lovely or that dream or that movement. Now, for me, I'll get a flesh of the goose now. For me,
I can't wait. Yeah.
Prophecies. We have had prophecies, okay, that again I think are an inversion of what they really were for. We've got Nostradamus, we've got the Hopi, we've even got the Mayan prophecies, the end of the world and all this sort of stuff. And it's given to us by academia as the end of the world. Okay? No. What it is, it's that you're driving down the highway and you suddenly need gas. You need petrol in that vehicle. And so it starts making you look for something differently. And then you start to become aware of your surroundings because you're looking out for something. You're no longer just cruising along with the woman of your dreams, listen to the music in your own little world, it suddenly pops that bubble a bit and forces you to look out and look for something that you need. Now, for me, the prophecies are this, you know, when we have these prophecies, um, again, Mother Shipton is a really, really interesting one as well. You know,
That
I've
was a blind woman, wasn't it?
no, no, no. She was a lady from the 14 or 1500s in England. I've actually been there in Yorkshire. It's in the Midlands, sort of Yorkshire, South Yorkshire, and she lived in the cave. And I've actually been to the cave, and oh yeah, done all that. It's really interesting, really
Like a
interesting.
bat cave.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, like a bat
Okay.
cave. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But of
Uh,
course, she was a normal lady, but she got visions, and and she couldn't read or write. But the luckily, the monks or the local the hierarchy decided that
that's
what
why I got blind because she couldn't read. Okay. 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 I get it.
and so her prophecies were written down for her, and so this is really really interesting. But they, of course, when you go there, they make her look like a witch, a big wart on the nose. You know what I mean? And she
Like
wasn't.
in The Wizard of Oz, that witch.
Yes, honestly, you're going down, and it's like the Wizard of Oz, like the Green Witch with all. But
Hmm.
and it's just like, well, no, she was a normal looking lady. She wasn't a witch. I mean, she may well have been a witch, but she wasn't kind of witch. Do you know what I mean?
Well, she was an oracle, I get.
Yeah, she was. She was an oracle.
She was an oracle now.
But she pro- she prophesied and said that when women wore trousers and they flew in the sky, and I can't quite remember what she said, but it's a very interesting, like what she says, and she talks about the inversion of men and women, and she said at this point is the end times. Okay, this is the end. Okay, which is really interesting. Now you can take it the way that the authorities want you to take it is, oh my God, it's the end of the world and we're all going to die. We're going to be wiped off the face of the earth. Oh my God. Or you can actually take it as something's changing and the dumb elites can't do anything. So they'll put some fear in so they can feed off a
Oh,
bit of
me.
it. So they can feed off. I know, yeah, cats.
She's trying to rip the screen
I know, I
open.
knew exactly what it's doing. As soon as you look down, I thought,
Okay.
yeah, yeah, the little ching
Oh
while he's busy,
yeah.
while he's
There's so
busy.
many holes. I got duct tape all over my screen. And I just bought this new screen a month ago. Sorry,
No,
Gary.
no, no, no.
I'm so
So,
sorry.
so yeah, I think the prophecies are actually a wake-up call. The vehicle's running out of gas, and suddenly we need to start looking around, and we need to be aware of our circumstances. And this is kind of the wake-up call, isn't it? This is the great awakening almost, because if you take the
Mhm.
prophecies but switch them, because we live in an inversion, remember, you know, when they say up, look down, and when they say down, look up. And whatever the news tells you, they're telling you the complete opposite of what's really happening. The
Yes.
government loves you. The government would never do that to you. Your taxes go for a better life. Come on. Yeah. So when we get these prophecies, I see it in exactly the same way. But what I see it as is a sign, a positive sign for us that big change is coming. you know
Mhm.
so what are you getting from that, Richard? What's your feeling on that? What's your intuition saying on what I'm saying?
Well, what I get, yes, I agree. Well, I resonate to everything you're saying, Gargar, but I'm getting something also like different here. So we're talking about the Hopi prophecies, Lady Shiftim.
Yeah,
What's her
Mother
name?
Shipton and that. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah.
And all these kind of prophecies. So yes, I get what you're saying,
There's
but
change
what
coming.
if, pardon me?
It's change coming, isn't it? you know,
change coming, but it was always like foreseen or analyzed or looked at like end day scenarios. So people put it like a bomb, right? Like, or something that exterminates. I don't get that.
no.
What if, what if these prophets, seen as oracles, were there at a time where they actually remembered the upside right? What do I mean by that? We live in the upside down. Anyone who watches Netflix has watched Stranger Things, the upside down. So let's remember these people, these oracles predicting, could they be future versions, time travelers that would have left with their prophecies or predictions little keynotes or Easter eggs so that as we go through the torture of the simulation and Gaya is slowly lucid dreaming, remembering who she is, that she came from she, dragons arising, all that time, right? Could it be that these prophets were little like keynotes, Easter eggs to help us remember about remembrance? I think that's what it is.
Yeah, I agree
It's
entirely.
not, we're not going to explode.
No,
It's not happening.
no,
That
no,
happened then. It's not happening.
no,
This
no.
is beautiful. And I think that's what it was. It's almost like, okay, I'll give an example because I'm not sure that I'm making myself totally clear to everyone. I get right now, I get 30% get it and 60 not. I'll use an example. I get the number 38 percent. So everyone who has heard about like Trump, Donald Trump, and his son Barron, a long time ago, way back, there was novels, I think three, about Baron Trump, traveler in the future. Right? So that's what I mean almost, like these prophets could have been like working like time travelings and leaving Easter eggs. Did that make sense?
Yes, it does. It's
Okay.
like Mother Shipton would have had a vision, but that vision is what's happening in the future, and she's expressing in the language of her time what she sees, and it's been written down, and it's very likely that she foresaw a changing of the world into something new. Now they ain't go,
Yes.
they're not going to write that bit down and tell us that bit. They're going to scrub that bit off.
Right. Let's give them fear,
Yes,
fear porn. Yeah.
yes, that's the
And
one.
loop into fear porn.
The
Oh,
Infinity Eight
look,
again.
reincarnation. Oh, look, it's all about karma.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Hey, karma. Uh,
yeah, yeah. But this is what, yeah. I mean, very. You've explained it probably in a different way, and the same way I was trying to in different ways. So
but
hopefully the
that's what
fem.
makes us special together
Yeah.
as brothers.
Oh yes.
Yes.
So hopefully the Femi can kind of get the prophecies, take the doom off, and invert it into the positive, because what I'm seeing, and I know I've spoken to Richard about this as well, is that the toroidal field was once a perfect circle in
Yeah.
flow. Instead of going up, spinning round, up, spinning round, you know what I mean? It's like an inversion now. When we lose that inversion, we're going back to the true Gaia creational toroidal field, which is what I think we could call 5D,
Well,
or the
yes,
golden
five.
era. It's the golden era. It's the change from our control mechanism to something else. So we're going from one thing now. I think we're going to see a lot of. I'm going to use the word shenanigans, but not in a bad way. I think we're going to see a lot of ups and downs
We
until we
have to.
we're going to see. I think we can probably get away with civil unrest and things like that because the remembrance of the Easter eggs that have been left will become so loud and vibrate so hard that it will create that energy. Do you want to do a card reading or
Oh
pull on
yeah,
that?
I'm doing a card reading, my beautiful
Yeah,
brother.
yeah, yeah,
Do
yeah.
me a Home Alone. Oh my God, he's so
But
cute.
that's what the dumb elites are going to look like, isn't it? Oh my
Yeah, but
God!
they're not gonna look cute
Ah!
like that. No, 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 no. They're not gonna look cute like you.
Oh
Like
no,
you're really
they're going to look like
adorable.
this.
Even that you make it look cute, you.
Well,
Look at your face, you're
you know how it is.
adorable. Come on, sisters. Isn't he the cutest thing you've ever seen in your life? Like he's like a little hamster or a cat.
I know,
Like,
but for those femi and sisters that like somebody with nice long hair, who's a
oh,
bit of
that would
a
be
wild
me.
child. So yeah, are we right? Are the prophecies the Easter egg of the foretelling of the positive change that we are foreseeing? Because I feel personally that this is the golden era kind of things that we're getting on. This is the beginning to a different era, the opportunity to get out of here, the opening of the portal, almost to the opportunity to the 5D realm. This is what I see these prophecies as, not doom and gloom, but as something completely different.
Make your question simpler.
No.
Oh my God, I so love a good brat. No! Oh, oh, fun. That was
Your
funny.
higher self knows exactly what I mean.
Yeah, it does. It
You
does.
know.
All right. All right. They wanted these three kinds. Okay, so because that's twice they came out. I got the okay. Let me just do the whole spread first
Yeah,
because
yeah.
it'll be easier because these three jumped out twice. All right. So what jumped out? I'm s- that was
Oh,
just so
dear.
funny. All right. Seven of wands. Seven. The squirrels are screaming at me. Seven of wands. So that means we got the higher ground at war. There's been a war, but now we're on top of the hill, and we can poke everybody's eyeballs out with our wand. We are turning our backs to something that no longer serves with the seven of cups. So that is going through the 40 days, 40 nights of the desert. We're looking for the truth. You can look at it like that's what Yeshua went through, looking for his creator, his father. And then we got to this slow moving, emotional knight of cups coming in. He's not high ho silver. He's emotional. He looks at everything around him and analyzes in order to know, do I go or do, one step forward, two steps back, or vice versa. All right, next. Now, this is Dolly Parton. Yes, this is in the now moment. We got the healing of the star card. This is a major arcana talking about off-world energy, cleansing the plasmatoid, all the waters, turning it clean. It is the age of Aquarius. It is absolute rebirth in a cleansing sense. At the heartbeat, oh, something grueling is coming to an end, Femi. You've been carrying so much on your shoulders, going uphill, paying taxes, paying this, working 40, 50, 60 hours a week to only get 2 weeks out of the year of a holiday that you're going to put on a credit card that you're going to have to put interest on. It's coming to an end. Then we do have, look, we're back for more victories. Do you not love this? I
Oh,
mean,
yes.
the first card was we had the higher ground at war. That was yesterday. Right now, Off-world energy healing Dolly Parton. Something ruling's coming to an end. We're victorious. Celebration. And look at the circle. It's not doing the eight. It's everything that we're seeing in weather, everything
Flip-flop,
coming
isn't it?
back to the singularity. Future. All right. So, look again, the king of what do I call it? Pineapples.
Pineapples.
I'm almost gonna say the king of pineapples because he's pentacle and pineapples. So that is everything that is abundance. We feel like king. We got these side by side in the earlier one, right? King of Pineapples with the Two of Swords. Because we've been blinded, we've been blocked, we couldn't move on. We did not know what was going on in back of us. Look at this partial, like moon here, secrets, blinded. You can't bloody move. But then we end with Creator, back to the singularity, back to the creation, back to the big bang, clarifiers. We've been feeling on the outskirts of everything abundance. We've been living into an illusion, a delusion, like sleep. We've been sleepwalkers, babies, okay? Then at the heartbeat, look, new like handshakes. Again, like the spiral we were talking about earlier on. The same cards are coming out. And then we end with, ah, information about gossip, innuendos, but there's a messenger coming in with new information. I'm going to need some goldens on
Yeah.
this. Gary, baby, if you would want my beautiful
I
golden penny with
I
my
do because
golden
I
beautiful
think
cards,
I think we the Page of Swords is a brilliant card because it does
but
show
it needs more. Yeah.
that we're getting
Yeah.
information and we're going to see something new potentially. But what are we going to see new in the
Okay,
clarifiers?
so what we're going to see is ongoing healing, permanent healing with the temperance. So this healing is not just like over the weekend, okay? So you busted a leg or you got a migraine, then you heal. No, no, no. This is ongoing healing for the age. It's not the Aquarius card, but I like to say for the age of Aquarius because for me, this is the age we're going. So it's permanent, ongoing healing. Then at the heartbeat. We do have as above, so below. We're seeing a whole movie coming down, crumbling as above, so below. The inversion. What is north, south,
Yeah,
east, west, death, birth, the whole bloody compass was inverted in 4000 BC. All then that's what's breaking down
yeah,
as
and he's got
above.
the
So and
infinity
there's
on
the
his head. Look,
eight.
and he's
Yeah,
got the
I just
infinity on his head. Look.
yeah, that eight. That's what's coming down. And then we're gonna end gar gar. Oh, that's a new name. Because bro means brother, but gar gar. One, gar gar. Okay, Femi, we always call Gary gar gar. Tag, you're it. It's gar gar. It's almost like a song. And then we end with Gaya is restored. The Garden of Eden. The womb has birthed. The infiltration is gone, Femi. I don't know how many videos you've watched of Gary, of me, of Gary and me together, or all my other collaborations, or Gary's collaborations, but every time it's always a restored republic, a golden era. I do not see the end of anything. I see us evolve, I see us growing, I see us remembering, and this spread once again says
Yeah,
it all. You
yeah.
end with Gaya, full circle,
The
back in
toroidal
action.
field's coming back. Gaia for
Yes,
me
sir.
in that in those cards is the toroidal field coming back. We
Hmm.
got temperance, which was the so we had the Page of Swords. We then had temperance, which is healing. So we're healing the mind because swords are the mind. So from what's gone on, there's going to be a mind healing, and then we have Gaia coming back on because the toroidal fields coming back, the true nature of reality of what we should be in is coming back, and we are going to see that golden era, the 5D, and all the opportunities are going to be there for us. The
Yes.
opportunities, but it's for the individual, you, to grasp that by your own hand.
Because you're sovereign.
Yeah,
You got to make your choice. It's all about your decision. Like what I said about like that brighter light when we leave near death experience, the alluring. You have to be sovereign and like stop. Whoa, there's a new light in back of me here.
yeah,
And that's the exit door.
yeah.
Well, I'm blending something else, but we're talking about the same thing,
Same
right?
thing.
I'm
Yeah,
putting new layers. Yeah.
yeah, it's the same thing. And see, your higher self didn't need a shorter question, did it?
Pardon me?
Your higher self didn't need the shorter question, did it?
No, it didn't.
No.
It
But
didn't.
beautiful cards, though. I mean, and again, as what Richard's saying, and I want to re-emphasize this because I think it's very, very important. You watch Love by Jenny Tarot. You watch, you watch, Tarot by Isabella. You watch Richard. Okay, I watch all three
Gary!
tarot. Me to a certain degree, but when were you watching these, particularly these three top tarot card readers? And there's,
Okay.
of course, there's plenty others available that who you resonate. That's wonderful, but I'm just talking about the three that I resonate the most with. Okay, their cards are all saying the same thing. The same
Yes.
message keeps coming out. There's no fear in this. The show we're trying to put on, and the show we've been put, and the show we did with Isabella, the story that Richard spoke about that I'd put together with the questions that had gone before. The story is exactly the same as what we're doing now today. It's just done in a different way. So hopefully you'll understand and it'll resonate with you, and you'll try, or you'll get what we're really trying to portray across to you. We're in an amazing place. We're in the best place you could ever imagine. There's no fear. There's the noise and the shenanigans outside with the news and all that kind of crap. That's their energy, what
You
they're
are
putting
fake
in.
news.
Fake news.
I
Do it
finally
again.
used my button. I keep forgetting.
Do it again. God, that's brilliant.
Complete disaster. Let me tell you.
Again.
You are fake news.
So even Donald's agreeing with us about the fake
Yes.
news. Okay. So ignore the noise. The noise is
Ignore
just,
it.
it's there to trap you. The consistency of Love by Jenny, Tarot by Isabella, and Richard Cardinal in their readings, it's been consistent for at least 6 months, at least nearly a year.
Yes.
I mean, it really has been consistent, and we have no worries, we have no fear. I was shown 4 or 5 years ago the end game, and I tell you, it was lovely, and there was no problem with it whatsoever. We
None.
walked out of this realm, we walked out of this inversion, and we walked out into something that was beautiful. And I used, toroidal fields and all that kind of thing to explain it, which might be a different way of explaining it.
I
Rich will,
like it.
yeah, yeah. Richard will do it with his cards and his language. Isabella will do it with her own language, and Jenny will do it with her own way. But the
Mm.
message is exactly the same. Exactly
Yeah.
the same.
Because we're all connected, and that's what it is right now. Everything that is happening, family, we're coming back to the singularity. Do we want to talk about singularity, brother?
Yeah, I think we should. Many years ago, I was shown something by my higher self,
Okay.
and it mentioned the singularity. And so far, nothing has resonated me fully with what the singularity really truly is. People talked about timelines coming together and it being the single timeline, the singularity of the timeline. And although I agree with that, it never really hit the nail on the head, you know.
Okay.
And when Richard's talking about all our fractals coming back in, all the broken bits of us for the healing of us, so that we can become a singularity of a person again. Yes, that resonates, but it never really hit the nail on the head.
Hmm.
And before the show today, Richard said one thing, and oh my God. And it was about the toroidal field going back into the shape it should be to create the singularity of what was before and what will be. And it's that removal of the parasitic anal energy going into Mother Gaia's true energy source. And the true energy source is actually really the singularity, because that true energy source then brings in all the fractals. It brings all the timelines into one, because they can only be one thing then. And that's the true beauty of creational energy from from the beginning of everything.
Hmm. Beautifully said, brother. Yes, yes, yes. I love that.
So yeah, amazing, amazing. Now, one thing that we're kind of going to go backwards a bit on this one, and that's false north. We talk about the inversion of this realm
Hmm.
and the fact that we had this energy come in. Now, when this energy came in, there was, we've talked about the potential of electrical storms, plasma storms. You could almost call it a plasma apocalypse, where the water was supercharged via the change of the toroidal field, that the lightning melted buildings, mountains, and there was a big change of holography. Perhaps many dragons perished, or the dragons went underground for safety, which is why they're now going to come back up, because that period of this realm was finished. There's all this kind of thing going on. But I think what created that plasma and that energy melting was when the energy came in, it inverted the realm, and it also inverted the north and south, the east and west.
Feels actually very accurate. Let's see, Aurelien, is there any way that he is wrong? Our brother, our bro Gargar. No, you're not wrong. So is he accurate, bro Gargar? Oh yes, bro Gargar. Oh, you're gonna get bombarded with
I
that
know,
now.
but
You're
that is a
welcome.
mouthful,
I love you.
I like the Gaga because it's nice and easy, but bro Gaga, that's a lot of typing for everybody.
It actually, so yes, actually, it seems like almost like epileptic seizure, bro, gog, yeah. But I
Yeah,
still like it,
I
so
do.
you're
Yeah,
gonna
it's
get one.
fine. It's good.
So you are accurate in what you said, yes. With Aurélien, this is like a freight train, pedal to the metal, yeah.
So, how can I put this? When we get Gaia come in and the toroidal field gets its true shape back. Oh, I just got this. So, the lockdown of the soul trap that's called
Yeah,
happened because of the inversion of the north and south, which meant that
yes,
we didn't vibratory, the frequency of our vibrational frequency no longer matched that would have allowed us to get out because of the inversion.
yes, absolutely. That's exactly what it is.
And when Gaia comes back online, I know she's
She
back
is
online,
online, not
but
when
no,
she is.
but when we get the
She's here.
toroidal field come back to its full true nature, we will then vibrate at the correct frequency to allow us to go and get out of here via the 5D or the golden era or whatever language you want to call it. Am I correct in that one?
You're absolutely accurate in that we will find our exit again, and we won't be like enchained and trapped into like martial law lockdown. It's gonna be very different. So we're gonna go like for ongoing healing, permanent healing, because we're all hanging up by the last wand. The Nine of Wands is the wounded warrior, but then it's the end. Oh, oh, she doesn't have a bra. Sorry, I gotta protect myself.
Yeah,
The end of the world for the rebirth of a new one. The snake has eaten its tail.
yeah.
So
Because the world card could be seen as the true toroidal field, the true circle of Mother Gaia, couldn't it? And it's the
it
flip
could,
flop
yes,
because
absolutely.
you've consistently been saying, and this is quite weird, you've been consistently saying creepazoids are at the bottom, us on the top. It's the
Yeah,
flip.
yeah, yeah.
But what if you were being guided to say that by your higher self?
But
Because
I
you're
was.
because you're actually being given the answer, and we didn't realize it at
Yes.
the time, because the toroidal field, when it comes online, will flip everything 180 degrees
Yes, I see where you're going. Yeah.
and
Yeah.
allow
I
that
love that.
that portal to open, and we walk straight through that hole.
It's an exit time, guys. And what does that mean? We're not going to die. We're waking up. That's all it is. We're waking up. We're eternal.
Yeah,
We've existed and we're part of Source from the Big Bang. We're coming out of the slumber like Gaya. We are Gaya. We are she. We are creator. We're all fragments coming back to the singularity, to the one. What is the one? It's the great remembrance. How do you remember when you come out of the dark night of the soul? You're awakening. It's end times. That doesn't mean it's a catastrophe. It means I'm waking up and I'm stretching in bed. Going like, woo! That was an intense dream, baby. That's what it is.
I agree. I mean,
Yeah.
I can't put it any better than the way Richard just explained it there. That was
Mm,
it completely.
yeah.
It's the dark night of soul, the remembering, the ability for us to start remembering. You know, the little Easter eggs that we're picking up, finding the little memories, the little nudges, the the the, the almost, it's like deja vu moments that we don't even
Deja
realize.
vu is important. Deja vus right now are happening a lot.
Yeah,
That's a reawakening right now.
yeah.
Sorry, I had to
No, no,
because
no.
I yourself said hook here like
Yeah,
that deja vu. It's a big thing. Okay,
yeah,
go
yeah,
on.
yeah.
Sorry.
No, no, because the deja vu is not only the remembering of something that has been, but I think deja vu also has a secondary thing where it's a reminder that this isn't real,
Easter eggs,
and to find the Easter eggs, look for what's going
like
on.
the whole peas and mothership
Yeah,
ship face,
Nostradamus.
and
Yeah,
yeah,
it all works, you know,
yeah.
because it all comes back round in a circle again, Femi. It always does.
And let me cover her Dolly Partons.
But
Full circle.
full
Yeah.
circle, you know.
I got, you know what? As you talk, I'm gonna Dolly Parton her now,
Yeah, yeah, please
because
do.
like I use different decks, and if I wasn't paying attention, my okay, I'll just say Gaga. I prefer Gaga than Bro Gaga. It almost feels like something stuck in a blender. Okay, no, no, you're not in the blender. You're my brother Gaga.
But you
All
can't
right,
find a
so I
pen
need
now, can you?
pardon me?
Can you find it? Oh, he's got
Yes, I
his
did.
Sharpie. Superb. Make
All
sure they're
right,
nice and
so
big, though, buddy. Make sure they're
I'm
nice and
I'm
big.
gonna make them quadruple D's.
And again, isn't it crazy, Femi, that tarot cards that have been around for hundreds and hundreds of years, and are an artistic rendition of that YouTube has to be so worried about the message we give out.
Oh yeah, especially like, come on now.
Yeah. Yeah. But they're
Do-
so worried
do-
about the message that we give out.
Ta-da!
Oh my God, they're big uns.
Once I've done. Okay, that's really Dolly Parton,
That
this one.
is,
Yeah.
that is
All right, so there we go. We are safe. We can
we're safe.
use
But
her without protecting.
but it's crazy that YouTube, well, it's not crazy, but it's very interesting and should be seen as clearly what it really is. That
I
you
know.
that YouTube would do that and give people card readers strikes,
Mm.
you know. So you've got a priceless Renaissance painting with a lady with her breasts out. Would that mean that if you were doing a highbrow artistic version of something, that YouTube would ban it because of that? And yet on terrestrial television, it's the program would be, critically acclaimed as being awesome round your interpretation of the brushstrokes of the artist and how he did it. I just, you know what I mean? It
I
just,
think it's beyond that, Gary. I think it's the subject that was touched.
of course it was. Of
Okay,
course it was.
because I'd always get flagged. Like, I mean, what's different between Farrah Fawcett here or that, like, imagery? I mean, like, hello, like, please explain. I think it's the frequency of the message.
And
That's
that's
what
what
it is.
that is
Yeah.
exactly what it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know you're over the target when they start giving you grief.
Yeah, well, I'm a rebel, so what does a rebel do? Quadruples.
No, that's really, really good.
Mm.
I again, I don't really know where else to go now because I think we've really quite covered it. I mean,
We did good. I
yeah,
think that like
the
we've
infinity.
done
Yeah,
that,
we have.
and
And I think we've clearly demonstrated, and again, that what we're talking about,
mhm.
and it may not seem relevant when we're talking about the Fibonacci or the anus energy or the black cube or the externalization of the power or the inversion of this realm, but it is all connected and it's all one thing. And these are the things that are now ending. And remember, when I can say a rat or a snake, but rats are actually quite nice compared to these things. When an anus is cornered, they're at their most dangerous, and at the
Uh,
moment they are at their most dangerous, and they're going to be trying to do the most harm they can do,
yeah,
or the perception of the most harm they can do at the moment to us.
yes. So don't interact, don't listen, look away, don't do eye contact.
Yeah,
5D is not geography, it's not a location, it's a frequency. The more that you interact, because those things, Gary is right, huh? Right now, it's like they're being extinct. So they're looking at any kind of light they can hook up to manipulate because even something that's not sentient doesn't want to die. Because them not sentient, when they do not exist, they stop existing. Whereas us, we are eternal. We go back to source wherever. That's what they've been trying to mimic. Careful what you put your attention on, Gary. That was a beautiful like ending direction because everything's gonna pop. I think both Isabella and I saw headlines for this month. I don't watch the news. I just learned by actually Isabella that Putin and Trump like had met. Like I don't listen to anything. I listen to higher self. That's what you have to do, guys. It doesn't matter. What you focus on is what you attract, and this is what we are all manifesting. So the less that we think on fear-based thing, it's actually like right now, that field is different. The eight is breaking up. We're going back to the singularity. We're going back home. We're about to wake up. So focus on you and what like the change is going outside of us is not only outside of us, it comes from within us. So when there's love, when there's compassion, when there's no stress, this is what's making like the top and the eight is getting dissolved back to the singularity, the original movement of the circle.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, as Richard said, this is not doom. This is revelations almost, but not in the
Yeah.
revelations in the Bible. This is our personal revelation
Yes.
of understanding. And as you come more in line with your connection to source, the more the revelation and the more calm you feel. It's a resurgence to our own true power. And this is the thing that really scares them. We are the most powerful beings in this
We
realm.
are.
Com- I mean, and I can't even, I'm going to get proper flesh of the goose on this one.
I
I
know.
can't begin to describe and express how powerful we really are and how we are the true creators of this realm. And the spell is broken. The spell is broken. Now, it's not going to happen like a switch because nothing does. But the decline of the dumb elites is now inevitable. It's happening. We're seeing it in real times. We are in the end times of the dumb elites, not
Mm.
the end times of us. You know, this is the return of our true spirit. This is the return of our true essence and the return of our true connection to Gaia and the return of the true toroidal field of consciousness of love, light, and blessings for all.
AKA remembrance.
Yeah, 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 totally, totally.
Yes.
You know. So, Richard, I would you like to just do a poll of cards before you do your just a general reading
Yes,
for,
of
for
course. I
how
love
we
my cards.
how we
Yes.
see the next week or the next few, the how we see the future panning out for us. Um, and I know you've done it 100 times before, but I think it's lovely to see these cards coming regularly. And then I think you've got a really special invocation for us, hasn't you, after that?
I always have a special invocation for the family. That comes from a beautiful meditation with a lot of light cones, a lot of healing cones. So when I do my invocations, family, I do go into meditation, I do serve, but I call in all my dragons. I call everything that is me from the beginning of my own memory, my remembrance of me, and I put so many protections on whatever subject I do. So when you do resonate to one of my invocations, which are after every single like video I do with whoever I collaborate to, they will help you. They will heal you because I know exactly who and what I am. And when I put that love energy in it, if you believe in it, it's going to help you. That's my gift to you because I love you.
Well said. Well
Yeah.
said.
All right. Higher self, over soul, and universe, please tell me. We got military coming in. Hi-ho Silver. Tell me everything I need to see, everything I need to know. Let's go for a wrap up right now. Everything that Gary and I have spoken about. So we did a lot here about the inversion, about north being south, east, west, death, life, the Janus, Anus, like healers that were also infiltrated, I guess. I get right now because that was also corrupted. I did not know that. I just got that as an image right now. So anything like the upside down, stranger things. All right. So everything that we said right now and moving on into the future, what can you share, higher self, oversoul, universe, Aurélien, for our beautiful golden family? I want another shuffle, another shuffle. Okay, we're ready. So the first one that came out is like cavalry coming in like very rapidly with the Knight of Wands, right? So he is passionate. He's got a lot of integrity. He burns through a lot of corruptions, is what I'm getting right now as a new message, corruption. So that's the first card that came out. Next. We do have, look, we've made our plan. So we got the cavalry. This is yesterday, moving on to now. Cavalry came in, very high horse silver, very passionate. We've made the plans as whatever good guys. So that could be like boots on the ground. All right. Boots in the ether. So we're talking about the alliance. We're talking about the white hats. The two of them are working together. They've already made the plans. And now we're ready to cross a portal, right? We're just waiting for the ship to come in. What is the ship? I don't know. Let's see. Yeah. Secrets of the universe are about to be unveiled with the high priestess. So this is secrets that most people are not aware of, but they are coming out. Now, again, with the anus, the two pillars right there, from dark to light, there's a lot of mystic secrets coming out. All right, so let's move on to the now moment. We do have, wow, we had the Three of Wands. Now we have the Four of Wands. Right now we are crossing the 1111 portals gate. We just passed the Lion's Gate on the 8-8. And I don't care if some mystics say that the 8-8 gate does not exist. Maybe it's not like all glimmery with diamonds like an Instagram post, but I will always listen to the stars before someone who's jaded about it in regards to that. The Lion's Gate is real, guys. It's just not like all full of Botox the way Instagram shows it. So this is what's happening right now. We're going through the 1111 portal gate. This reef is marriage, it's abundance, it's graduation. I can't wait to know, Gargar, what the heartbeat is. Let's see. that We've been uncomfortable for a very long period of time. We are crossing a portal right now from being uncomfortable. Ba-bam, ba-bam. We're enlightened right now. Next in line. Yeah, emotion. So a lot of people, yeah, it's very difficult right now. This guy, he's military. He's not fast moving like this guy right here, okay? He will analyze the emotions, and because of the collective, do I go forward? Do I go back? Vice versa. He has his emotions on his sleeve, but he's got a different calculation. So we are crossing a portal. We've been uncomfortable. We'll be analyzing because we don't want people jumping out of windows. When people realize that have been like severely indoctrinated by governments, religions, and they realize the truth, what happens? We got to be mindful here, okay? For the future, we do have, here's Trump, a former Trump, because Trump comes in as the emperor or the king of wands. But right now, I feel this is my Trump card. So that would just be like king of everything that would be like of authentic, of creativity. But I'm feeling Trump is here. There's something, or what Trump stands in as a movement, as an energy. And now higher self is making me focus on this little lizard down here. Trump lizard. Reptilians, maybe. Let's see what else. Oh, so we are working. So Trump is helping for the future, the movement. So that means the alliance, okay, the white hats. Working happily so to restore something. This is something that we are working on. This guy loves carving his pentacles. It's not in jail, grueling. He's got a smile. He's like one of those happy dwarfs running after, who was it, Cinderella? Sleeping
Sleeping
Beauty.
Beauty, yeah.
Yeah, like they're happy, right? All right, and then we end with the ninth and final card. Yeah, okay, so this is it. So for the future, okay, we got that energy here, the alliance. We're working on something, restoring something, because people are stuck blind at a crossbar. This feels a very financial, something about the financial system. And it's strange because, Gary, 2 nights ago, I woke up because of Dr. Boo, because she's a werewolf, right? So I had four, rah, rah. She's like what's a male chicken, a rooster.
Yeah, yeah,
That's what
yeah.
she's doing to me. So she woke me up, but I had the weirdest dream, Gary. I felt this is how it was. Like I was like a light being that crashed down into a simulation, but the simulation was formed like an egg, not like a circle, but an actual. I knew it was an egg, like a chicken rooster egg. And as soon as I landed to the ground, I saw "In God We Trust," and I saw the American dollar bill.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of evidence at the moment of the financial system changing very rapidly, and I do think that there's a very strong potential for gold to be revalued by America very, very soon. And when that does, that will be the end of the old dollar, and will change the financial system and outlook and the way it's been for a very, very long time. Because again, we have to remember that the dumb elites have been playing with the money from day one as part
Well,
of the
yes, of
control
course they have.
mechanism, and so the monetary thing is really, really big and is a very clear indication that we're on the right way. And certainly Trump's tariffs and the way he's playing the game is certainly destroying the dollar or collapsing the dollar in a very controlled manner,
It's going to
rather
be controlled, yeah.
yeah,
Because
rather than
yeah,
explosion. Yeah,
I don't see it. Because, like, even in my dream, when I crashed down and I saw "In God We Trust," I asked, it's like, what is that? Is that like a total? And no, it's not going to be as devastating as it might have happened in the past or on different timelines. Everything right now has been well coordinated. We gotta be careful and mindful of the collective. Okay, so there's that's important.
yeah,
But in my clarifyings, my Gargar, we are coming to an end because it's been grueling. We've been going uphill with all that weight on our shoulders, but tensor endings of what? Something grueling. At the heart's beat, we got judgment again, a wake up call. Could that be like an EBS? It is a trumpet. It's awakening up the sleepers. And then we end with fast movement, a lot of information. The Eight of Wands is the second, basically, fastest moving card of the deck. Chariot being the first, this one is the second. A lot of news, a lot of information, a lot of passion. In my Goldens, I do have again Gaya that is here holding fort right now, being restored. Why? Second card was the devil system. We're breaking the shackles of that devil tie-up system that has locked the whole Garden of Eden, Club Med in the first point. And then we end, judgment again. So we got judgment twice, a wake-up call. So pay attention to your dreams, babies.
yeah,
Right now, I see a lot of you are having important dreams. Don't dismiss them. Write them down, perhaps. Record them. You can decipher them. There's a lot of dreams. A lot of you, you're getting a lot of codes back on. It's remembrance,
yeah,
uh,
yeah.
deja vus. There's so much going on right now.
I had a dream this morning about building materials.
Building. Oh,
Why would I dream about, you know, sand and gravel and concrete or building materials
because
to
we're
build?
building the new earth.
Bingo.
Yeah, I know.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
that's what's
Yeah.
happening.
Yeah. Yeah. As
And
soon as
if
I
you, yes,
sorry,
go on.
as soon as I had that dream, that's exactly what came to me. What you
Yes.
just said. We're building the new world.
Yeah.
We've gone from that stage now where we're now going to start building and moving forward in a tangible way that can be seen.
And I'm seeing also getting rid of concrete.
So am
Your
I.
dreams got something about removing concrete. It's a very loud. Concrete is not a good thing, guys. Huh?
Yeah.
Gaya hates concrete. She's getting rid of it.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Rumbles, earthquakes, anything. She's getting rid of concrete, guys. You
Yeah.
can sure as hell bell. Oh, she's getting rid of it, the tower.
You,
Because it was all an illusion. Look, your anus there, the two
yeah.
pillars.
Yeah.
What's next? Creator. Oh my God, you can't make this up.
No, you can't.
This is the beauty, right? Like as a current, like a puller or reader, I don't even have to shuffle them. I can just get any deck and they like, okay, what we were talking about, this one, we were talking about the Khazarian Mafia, the Rothschilds, the Deletes. Why? Because they brought death to all of us. And then what? Because they brought inner conflict, inner warning. And then, we're moving away from them. And then what? We're moving away because we're going through like, you can't make this shit
No,
up.
you can't.
Cards find them way. I don't even have to shuffle them,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. I mean,
Mm.
I took my cards out of my drawer the other day. I don't do them very often, and I certainly
You
will
should
not.
maybe start a little bit. I'd love to see you do cards.
But I took my favorite pack out and I opened it up, because I keep it in a nice little cloth bag, and I
Yeah.
pulled it straight out, and the card at the bottom was a sun card.
Okay. The sub card. You can't make this shit up.
No, you can't. Oh, flesh of the goose.
I got decks all around me, right? Like they're
Yeah.
everywhere.
Oh dear, no, you couldn't make that up, could you?
And then this deck, we're crossing the 1111 portal. I mean, it's incredible.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah. No, it's amazing. And please do bear this in mind. We I'm not blowing smoke up anything on this one. I know we're going to be fine.
we're going to be amazing.
There's going to be a few bumps in the road. There is likely to be an EBS.
And
There's,
yeah.
there's likely to be a lockdown, but it's not the dumb elites lockdown. This is a lockdown to help those waking up. Think of the night of cups. It's got to be done in the right way. Sometimes we have to take a step backwards or two step backwards before we can go forwards again. And that's what I think we're seeing with the Knight of Cups. That's the message I get from the Knight of Cups with the pull that Richard did. It's considered, but as once it happens, as once we get that trumpet of the judgment, we're flying, and it's going to get really, really interesting very, very quickly. Timings, who knows? Who knows? September, October, who knows? Could even be November. But one thing is for sure, it's definitely coming. It's coming very soon. I really do feel that way, So, and again, I'm sure the beautiful Femi and all the people you're following and looking at the moment, a lot of people are saying that it's coming and they're feeling the same way. They're feeling the same energies. And that really is a really amazing thing that they're feeling that, so we're in a really, really, really good position, The eight of pentacles or pineapples, we're working on something and it's a pleasure. We're not in slavery anymore.
No, it's not pentacles.
That's the one. I couldn't think of it. But but we're not in slavery anymore. This is work that we want to do. We're
Yes.
happy to do it. And this work is the change that's coming. It's the change that's coming. And the dumb elites know it's coming, and there's nothing they can do about it now. They're in for the
Well,
ride. They're in
yeah.
for the ride. And the ride, unfortunately, for many of them, or fortunately for many of them, is going to hit a dead end very quickly. And I'll leave it at that for that one. So would you like to do
Beautiful.
your amazing invocation, and then we can say goodbye to the beautiful, wonderful, amazing Femi?
Yes, I would love to, my brother Gargar and my beautiful golden Femi. So this is the invocation that I have surfed and come back with my higher self, my inner flame this morning. All right, let me find it because surprisingly, I too had a lot of notes for today, and I didn't even read one of them, but I probably have 10 pages. So let me just find. Hmm. Ah, here we go. All right, so actually, it is an updated invocation because at first I had sent to Gary yesterday an invocation because that's what I will do, right? Like that, he will have it, and then because always it'll be Gary who will publish the video first. So I want him to have the link to the invocation. But then after meditating this morning in the Jack, it's like, no, I got an upgraded one because I saw that we were going to go further on, right, than just the compass. It had to do with the reincarnation cycle and the crazy eight and everything coming back to restored Clement. So here we go. Are you ready, my beautiful Femi? Yes, 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 I am. All right. Femi, travelers of the great dream. The compass was turned against us. North was made south. East made west. Birth became death. And death became another loop. The bright light we were told to follow was bait. And the figure eight spun us endlessly through false gates. But the mother who dreamt Gaya is stirring, quaking. Her breath rises through Yellowstone, through fire and water. Dragons wake. Giants, they stir. The ice wall is trembling. The false north collapses. The sideways eight dissolves. And the true cartography of the soul is reappearing. No more looping. No more blindness. The smaller light, the quiet door is opening again. The garden is remembering itself. And we, the cartographers now, drawing the map, not with ink or law, but with our living hearts. Walk with your compass in hand. Let it point true. Step through the right gates. The path is yours. The path is us. Yay.
That was brilliant. Do you know what? That's one of the best ones you've ever done, I think, Richard. For me, brilliant. Absolutely love that.
Thank you.
Superb. Superb.
I love it. It's, like.
No, that was awesome. And I think it's been a very enlightening show. And thank you, everybody who's made it all the way through to the end. Love, light, and blessings to everybody. And we better just do the commercial bit last, So if you want to turn off now, please do. But please like, share, and subscribe to Richard Cardinal. And please
Yes.
like, share, and subscribe to me, Alternative Interactions.
Yes.
Blessings and love and light to all. Thank you very much.
We love you, world. Rock and roll.
Bye.
Mwah.